Steve Malzberg.
800-321-8828. Let me be blunt. Terror thug Mark Williamson is so afraid of unity in this country and in this community that his spewing of racial hatred reminds me of equally dangerous individuals throughout history. Thug Williamson is no different than Hitler in Nazi Germany, Pol Pot in Cambodia.
All right, folks, that's the words of Manhattan Borough President Scott Stringer earlier today, responding to a Daily News story today that one of the National Tea Party leaders, Mark Williams, by the way, not Williamson, chairman of the Tea Party Express, wrote on his blog while referring to the reprehensible plan for a mosque in the footprint of Ground Zero and the North Tower. He wrote that the monument would consist of a mosque for the worship of the terrorists' monkey god. Joining us now, I'm not here to defend, joining us now is the Manhattan Borough President, Scott Stringer. Hello, sir, how are you?
How are you, Steve? Nice to be on.
I'm not defending Mark Williams, although he seems to, if the one line I'm reading is accurate, he said that it implied that the terrorists' monkey god, which would seem to be consistent with what people would say that terrorists don't represent Islam. They represent their own little clique of it. But nonetheless, you're Jewish, right?
I am Jewish.
And so Mark Williams is Hitler to you. He's throwing people in ovens. You know what you do to the memory of the Holocaust when you call a man who expresses an opinion you disagree with Hitler and Pol Pot? Do you understand what you did to the Holocaust?
Do you understand, as an American Jew growing up in this city, having had interaction with racists like Mark Williams? And yes,
What if he is a racist? That makes him Hitler? That makes him Hitler, huh?
He's
throwing them in the ovens? Who's he throwing in ovens, sir?
Those are your words.
No, you said Hitler. What did Hitler do, sir?
I said that he is conducting himself, and he reminds me of demagogues.
You said Hitler, sir.
I said I'm not taking it back. He reminds me of Hitler's Nazi Germany.
Yeah, who's getting thrown in ovens? Who's getting thrown in ovens?
Like him,
who's getting thrown in ovens?
Who are depraved individuals.
Who's getting thrown in ovens?
Oh, I mean, I already answered you.
Really?
I think this guy who said the monument would consist of a mosque for the worship of the terrorist monkey god, this is the same people who called the Jewish religion a gutter religion. This is the same people who, over history, Selma, Alabama, the same people who tried to who successfully sometimes discriminate against African Americans. This has no place in society. People are entitled to their opinions, but good people have got to stand up and call it what it is.
And good people have to stand up.
And it's religious and racial hatred.
Right.
And this guy should understand that those of us in New York who love diversity, who recognize that people come from different backgrounds. You and I may come from different places. We all get along in this city. And this guy probably has never been to Ground Zero. He's never talked to anybody.
I've been to Ground Zero. I work across the street from Ground Zero every
day.
You're not
Mark Williams.
No, and I'm not defending him. But
well, you sound like you're defending him.
No, I said I wasn't. What I did was I went after you for making in a diminutive fashion reference to the Holocaust. But let me move on.
Yes.
The fact of the matter is, have you ever read the Quran, sir?
I have not read the Quran.
Do you know that they call Jews monkeys, sir? Do you know that the Quran says kill the Jew and the Christian and the infidel, sir? Now, do you have a problem with that?
Of course I have a problem.
Really? Did you protest that with your imam friends today?
Oh, please. You know what this is about. This is about
Did you, sir?
This is about a Tea Party thug
Did
who
you?
Doesn't understand.
And do you understand? Did you ever see that the Quran...
We are not going to let people like you divide us. People
of
Jewish faith and Muslim faith are working together.
Yeah, now,
to have
really?
a real dialogue, to have a real understanding. In fact, today, the proposal, if you would listen to it, the Cordoba Initiative isn't really about creating a mosque. It's to create an interfaith religious opportunity for people to come
that's
together.
wonderful.
Now, you may not
wonderful.
like that. You may
And
not
you know who
like that,
doesn't
but you
like
know
it? The
what?
families of the
Most
dead
in
people
this
from
city
9/11,
and
sir.
9/11 families support this initiative.
Yeah?
And
Bull.
Some, and some don't.
Bull.
And some don't.
How
And
many
there has to
support
be
it?
dialogue. But
How
you
many
really,
support it, sir?
Why would you listen to a guy like Mark Williams?
I am not listening. I've made it clear I'm not. Don't. You're not going to twist this.
Well, you know you're
I've
defending him.
asked you.
Just say that
I've
you
asked
like
you.
Mark Williams,
I've
and then we
asked
can
you.
have a conversation.
A pal.
Just tell me you like
a
this guy.
pal.
So just if you
I don't know
we
him.
can have a conversation.
I don't know him.
Then we can talk
I
about
never
the
met him,
Quran.
and
then,
I don't
by the
know
way,
him.
we could talk about his other comment.
Oh, yeah.
He called the President of the United States, Barack Obama, quote, an Indonesian Muslim turned welfare thug and racist.
I don't
chief.
care
And
what
this is
Mark
the guy you're
Williams
defending?
says.
This is the guy that you
all right, get the
question
liar
when I
off the air.
criticize him?
Get the liar off the air. I'm not defending him. I specifically said that. I asked you if you talked to your Muslim friends today, your imam buddies, about why the Quran says kill the Jew, and if you have a problem with that. All right?
Spewing hate. This is terrible. That's terrible.
I'm spewing hate.
No, I said this guy Williams.
Well, answer me about the Quran. Is it spewing hate, sir?
I'm not going to get into a religious discussion about the Quran. We're talking about.
No, we got a Tea Party guy to go after. We can't talk about the Quran. We got to attack the Tea Party guy.
We're not attacking the Tea Party
see.
guy. We're commenting on the fact that this dud, if you will, got himself more press than he ever had, and now he's in the same category.
You've revealed,
as
I know, as
David
Hitler,
Duke
as
and
Hitler,
David
right.
Duke and Adolf Hitler and all. He's on the rogue galleries of racists.
You have exposed yourself, sir, and I thank you for the time. Scott Stringer, ladies and gentlemen, Manhattan Borough President.